Well, this is most unfortunate. Bangladesh has done it as a tit for tat reason because it wants to be seen as responding to what India has done. But what we have to understand is that India did it because of security concerns, and which is the right thing to do. And in the case of Bangladesh High Commission, there was no security reason. There was an allegation by Bangladesh Foreign Secretary or Chief Advisor saying that the Bangladesh High Commission was under threat and all that. That's not exactly correct because some people went there to protest against the brutal killing of a Das, I think. That's the name of the guy. But there was no threat to the High Commission. So, but at the same time, as I said, Bangladesh wants to be seen as, hitting back, which is the wrong approach.
Yeah, in near future you see there.
No, what we have to understand is that Bangladesh has descended into chaos and anarchy. The government is not able, I wouldn't say it is not willing, but I would say it is not able to maintain law and order. And what we also have to understand is that after Sheikh Hasina's fleeing and her coming to India and seeking asylum, and now that she has started making political statements and all that, it is easy for Jamaat-e-Islami and others to propagate the view that India is not treating Bangladesh correctly, that India is sort of trying to be difficult. So it is a complex situation, and frankly I should say that India could have handled it better.
Yeah.
But let me also say, if relations between A and B deteriorate, it is not the fault of A alone. In general, it's a fault of both A and B. And in the case of India and Bangladesh, I would say that the bigger country has a higher level of responsibility.
Study Muhammad Yunus, our telephonic conversation with US envoy, and he reiterated that Bangladesh is going to hold elections on February 12. Do you see this in current circumstances? It will be possible to hold a election?
We cannot predict either way. There are reasons to believe that the election may not be fair and free. But on the other hand, the election can be. Don't forget that the last general election which brought back Sheikh Hasina into power was rigged. So, it's not a question of saying, that the last election was free and fair and this may not be free and fair. But the second point I want to make is that let us take note of the fact that Yunus had a conversation, as you said, long conversation with the American who is coming to India as ambassador. Now, is India diplomatically active in Bangladesh? Is our High Commissioner having conversations with the government that is there and with other political forces? I leave the question to you. I believe, I could be wrong, and I should be glad to be proved wrong, that India has not been diplomatically active.